So I guess this is, I mean, it's kind of pointing to where in the cycle does things start to go pear-shaped, because, you know, as successful people, if we just take the example for kids, if you haven't got kids, I'm sure you can relate it in some way, shape, or form. But it's quite common where, you know, I know you've seen it a lot with the people that you work with, and I think, you know, Scotty, you've also experienced it. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but where is it that just because we've got limiting beliefs around unconditional love doesn't make us a bad person? So if we've got this toxic person, not just someone who's unaligned and who's also a good person, someone who's, you know, someone who also hasn't experienced unconditional love, it doesn't make you a bad person. So what is it that's attracting, you know, the person that comes in and starts to turn things upside down? Because often it's not that we're just not getting a great relationship, we're getting a toxic one where someone's coming in through the back door, and literally it feels like our whole life's being poisoned. It feels like the kids are being turned against us. Everything just becomes quite, like, literally toxic, almost poisonous. Like, how is it that we're attracting that? What part of us as a good person is letting that in? Or is it the same thing?
No, because at the end of the day, you just want to be loved and accepted. So at first, when this person comes into your life, it's like a knight in shining armor. They come in, you think, you know, they may love bomb you, they may tell you everything you want, they may do things to make your life easier. And then because there's unhealed trauma, it could be that person as well, the cracks start to show. So, you know, when you used to be able to work long hours and it was fine, maybe they don't want that anymore. Maybe they start wanting to get control, so they want you to cut back on hours. And then you feel, because it's not that original loving relationship, you're feeling like you're failing in that relationship. And it's so ingrained in yourself as well that you must succeed in every area of your life when you're a business person. And the last thing, start feeling like your relationship is failing, then you start doing things to appease the other person more and more so that it's not a failure. And then what happens is, what we've noticed, I noticed in myself, in my career, in the past, and other people who have come to us, is then it starts affecting their business. Just recently, there's been a few ladies who came to us, and, you know, their income was down drastically because their relationship was focused, really affecting their focus at work. So they went from feeling like they're successful in business to now they feel like they're even failing in their business, failing at home. They feel like the whole life's spiraling out of control, and, you know, they don't know what to do about it. And by talking about what's going on just makes them feel more stuck and more damaged and more like they're a failure. But when you get into that deep subconscious and you find out that root cause, it's amazing how it just turns your life around. You know, you can put in the boundaries or decide that relationship's not for you, because as you start to heal, you no longer have that people-pleasing energy that you must appease everyone else when it comes to love.
Yeah, and remember that what Britta's saying is 100% correct, because what's happening is it's affecting you, it's affecting your business. Whether you're a salesperson, it's affecting your sales, or you've got a small, medium business, you're a director, you're a CEO, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, it affects you. Your business or your work is an extension of your own energy. So if you're bringing all that energy into your workplace and then you're not performing, you're not thinking clearly, you're coming from a place of fear and frustration and maybe grief, then it flows on into your business, that you're not performing well, you're not sleeping well. Right? And then you're going from that dopamine hit that you had from attracting the right one, or you think's the right one, to the depression, right? So then it makes you want the dopamine hit even more, and then you want your partner at home to step up, which is never going to happen usually because they're not going to change. And then you go through that cycle, and it just keeps on going. And that's why Britta said, like, we'll have ladies, and I'll speak to them on the call, and we had this one real estate agent who owned her agency. And she had, after working with us, she actually had her most powerful, so her most successful months in listings and cash than she had in the last 15 years. We've had real estate agents and high-flying salespeople have like doubled their listings and their sales from just doing the work on themselves. Business ladies are growing their business because they're feeling amazing. They're feeling in alignment with who they are, and they're going through the process of healing.
So let's define that. What is healing? Because I mean, it's a word that's used a lot these days. What is it? How can someone go, all right, so there's a part of me which needs to be healed. How do you define healing?
It's coming back to yourself. It's looking within, inner peace, inner health. It's about self-love. It's going back into yourself, and I guess you could even say coming home to your purity, to your natural alignment and energy and vibration, and whatever word you want to use, it doesn't really make a difference. But coming back to your true self, your truth, and healing in the areas that needs to heal, letting go of those areas that's caused you to be stuck, like your belief systems and trauma and things like that. It's about really being centered and grounded, and being consciously aware of what needs to move forward, what needs to be released, and how to feel amazing in every day of your life, how to get back to that living in the moment where you feel unbelievably happy and grounded, and then life goes from there, and then you can start to move forward.
So that sounds like it's a return to, it's finding unconditional love within yourself is what healing's all about. Inner peace, love, so that it's no longer looked for externally.
Definitely, because when you have strong self-love and self-worth, then it's like you've got this radar that can pick up someone who is unhealed or have trauma. Whereas I like to actually describe it as it's like you got the energetic wall up to the good people that you want to attract in relationships, and the wall down to the unhealed people. So it's like you're letting all those people in, but when you're not wanting to people please people, you don't feel you have to anymore, and you're happy, your self-love and self-worth is strong, then it's completely different. You feel happy being single. You feel happy spending time with yourself and not looking waste company with other people.
Yeah, being happy with your essence, like within who you are. Like if you broke yourself down to one little atom, what is that atom? Is it unconditional love? Is it feeling joy? Forget about business, and it's just love for yourself. Forget about love for everybody else. Love for every cell of your body, empowered and joy, and having that love, and then growing from there. And then the things like business and relationships will be taken care of.